Hello, divine beings. Deapology here. They, them pronouns. Welcome. So before we get started, we're going to be doing, as always in the beginning, 3 deep breaths from the belly. Breathing in from the nose for 5, and then breathing out from the mouth for 8. And this helps us come into mind-heart coherence, which is just meaning like our mind and our heart are aligned and in sync. And this will begin to train your body to feel that sync between your mind and your heart. So beginning, breathing in from the belly for 5 in your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then out from your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more times. Breathing in from your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathing out from your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then one last time on your own. And on that last out breath, expelling all of the air. And then giving one big sigh to deregulate our nervous system. Beautiful. So today I wanted to talk about how it is actually our energy that is making us sick. And so before we begin, I'm going to be opening up this space, setting the intention that I'm a clear channel of the highest truth, the highest, rooted in the highest love, for the highest good of all, for the healing clarity and guidance for the collective today. Ise, I thank my spiritual team for helping me remain in energetic integrity and ensuring that I remain aligned to the spirit of truth. Ise. So I came upon a video interview of Dr. Joe Dispenza talking to, I don't know who the interviewer was, but I think the YouTube was a diary of a CEO. And I clicked it, and the first thing Dr. Joe Dispenza says, and Dr. Joe Dispenza is a neuroscientist, a researcher, a chiropractor who healed himself from a major, I think it was like an accident, I don't know what kind of accident, something regarding his spine. He healed himself through meditation. And so he teaches people how to do this and heal themselves. And he mentions from the research that his organization has shown it is the thoughts that make us sick. And if the thoughts can make us sick, then our thoughts can also make us well. And so right after he said that, I was like, oh, whoa, hold on. That's actually not completely the whole story. And felt called and guided to share what actually is going on here in relation to our thoughts. I come from a history of trauma and abuse, and I had to heal myself and learn how to do it outside the Western medical system. So I know and understand how to do this on a level that can translate the spiritual realm to the language of science, because I thought I was going to be a medical doctor, y'all. I thought I was going to be a medical doctor. I took all the science classes. I took the med school exam, did terribly, went to public health, took all of those sciences as well. Realized that's not really what I really want to do. And my interest instead was on understanding health from a different perspective as I healed myself. It is not our thoughts that make us sick. It is the energy of the thoughts that make us sick. Quantum physics shows that everything is both matter, physical, and energy, spiritual. So anytime I say spiritual, no, I'm talking about energy, but I'm going to keep it on the energy because Nikola Tesla said, the secret to understanding the universe is understanding energy, vibration, and frequency. So that is the language I speak, the language of energy, frequency, and vibration. So because everything, y'all, every single thing, this water bottle, my hair, this scarf, my physical being, my animal companion, Ndidi, is made up of both physical matter and spiritual energy. So every single thought that comes into your head is also an energy. So what happens is, if you have a thought that is negative, if you have a thought that was conditioned into your mind as a child, whether directly to you, someone said it to you, or you learned it, because as children, we learn through being mirrored back to. So whatever is reflected to us, especially between the ages of 0 to 7 years, is mirrored back to us. We learn who we are through that mirroring. So if your childhood mirrored to you that you were not good enough, that you were useless, worthless, that you were never going to amount to anything because that was mirrored to you, you would have thoughts that would align with that mirroring. So every single thing that has been conditioned within our subconscious mind, right? Our subconscious mind is a part of our mind. 80 to 90% of every human being, not every human being, some of us, it's a little bit less, is ruled by our subconscious mind. So all our actions, all our behaviors is actually programmed by 80 to 90% of our brain. What we consciously do, so what we are aware of doing, what we know we're doing, like I am consciously picking up this, is actually ruled by 10 to 20% in your average human being. So any thought that is programmed within your subconscious mind, right, is also an energy. So it is not that our thoughts are making us sick. It is the energy that is imprinted within our energetic field that then becomes manifest, that then becomes into the physical realm as an illness. For example, yesterday, I had a rough day, y'all. I am in the process of purging, of releasing energetic templates that exist within my being that are no longer beneficial for me as I rise and increase my level of consciousness. We are all on an ascension journey where we are energetically evolving into a higher level of awareness. And so yesterday I was feeling the flu and sickness as my energy was purging frequencies, and I could call it templates. Templates are like codes or packets of energies that contain information. And my body was purging that, and I was feeling sick, and all of a sudden the thoughts happened, y'all. All of a sudden my mind was thinking these thoughts of, oh, I hate you, oh, I don't care anymore, and this is dumb, and you're worthless, and you're never going to amount to anything, and I give up. All of these thoughts were coming into my head, and as they were coming, I was, again, there were a lot, rapid fire, creating distance, and also feeling the way that they were sitting in my body while also trying to reprogram those thoughts as they were being released. And so these thoughts, every single thought that I thought yesterday was attached to an energy. And so as the energy was being released, the thought would come up into my head. Now, I noticed that when yesterday, and this is something that I have a lot of practice in. This is something that I have mastery in. When in the past I would just let the thoughts run, I would go into a downward spiral, right? Because I would be reinforcing that energy by not addressing the thought. Now, yesterday, what I was able to do was I was able to look at the thought, take a step back, what's the word? I want to say pick it apart, but it's not necessarily a picking it apart. It is more of a confrontation of the thought. This is worthless. Well, what's worthless? What we're doing is not going to work. Well, why is it going to work? and understanding where it was coming from, and then coming back within to confront it with the actual truth of, oh, I see why you feel that way. Well, in the past that happened, but the past is the past, and we're here. And we know where we're going and where we're going to end up. Y'all, and at the same time, I'm crying. I'm feeling, the impact, the energy of those thoughts. Because in the past, those thoughts were attached to a heavy sensation of worthlessness, of giving up, of not caring anymore. And so I felt that physical sensations while also creating that space to be aware of the physical sensations and the crying, and to know and have the wherewithal, the consciousness to adequately release the thoughts and then add in new thoughts. And so again, here, it's in the past, this would have I would have been fucked up, mentally gone for the next maybe month or a week. But I was able to do this within a day and then come to a place of balance after I slept, wake up, coming back to myself and reharmonizing my mind and my heart in actuality to be able to sit here in front of you today. So it's not that our thoughts are making us sick, it's the energy, y'all. Everything is the energy of the thoughts that are making us sick. When you have thoughts that are not in harmony with the truth of your soul, and the truth of who we are is that we are source, we are divine in a physical flesh, that we have limitless power because we are source and an aspect of source, a piece of source. Anything that goes that is not in harmony with the truth of who you are will make you sick, because it is not in harmony with your core true frequency. Now, I mentioned that thoughts are energy, and every single thought you have comes with its own wave, its own energy wave. So if your energy wave naturally is like this, your core energy frequency, and that thought is like, you then are not in harmony energetically. And then that is what creates the sickness. It is the disharmony that creates the dis-ease in our body. Right, y'all? So when you're thinking thoughts, when you have thoughts that come up, know that that is attached with an energy wave that is either keeping you out of harmony or in harmony with the truth of who you are, with the truth of your soul, with the truth of your energetic blueprint. So the next time that you have a thought, and you notice the sensation that comes up, and then you notice the action or the movement that you begin to do because of that sensation, that the emotion within you, know that it begins with the energy. And so one way that we can begin to reprogram our subconscious mind is not just by thinking new thoughts, it's not just by calling in and out. I don't want to call it in and out. Let's say it is by understanding that when we call in new energies, the energy of peace, the energy of harmony, the energy of wellness, in a meditative state, in a state where our brains is at a level that it is able to access the quantum field. The quantum field is the spiritual field. It is the field where shamans work, Dibyas work, people like myself work, have worked for thousands of years, tens of thousands of years. You are able to then address the energy which is creating the thought. Because an energy can come and create many different thoughts that are aligned with that energy. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop there. and hope that this helped you understand what is happening when you are thinking thoughts that are bringing up sensations and emotions that don't feel well within you, that make you move, and not make you, but lead to spirals or downward spirals. And what is actually happening on that energetic level in the quantum field is that the energy is keeping you in disharmony, and you're feeling that disharmony within yourself. And because we are naturally seeking homeostasis, we are naturally seeking to come into balance, into harmony within, it is that which is keeping us sick. All right, y'all. That is it for the day. Anything else? Codes for... Okay, so I'm going to be calling in codes for harmony. Ooh. Coming in, I'm connecting to the quantum field, y'all. If you are open to receiving, say yes in your heart, and I will offer you the codes. Harmonic resonance. And what these codes will do, when you begin to think a thought that is not in harmony with the truth of your being, with the truth of your soul, with your energetic blueprint, it will be brought to your awareness. I'm just releasing energy there, y'all. And we will begin. Yomono ayakaya tieyo aya. Komono ayaya natie ya kaya ya natie. Ya natie yo anaya. It'll be brought to your awareness. Kaya natie yo aya. This thought that is not in harmonic resonance with the truth of your being. Komono aya natie ya. And you will be aware. Omono aya natie. Giving you the space. Tie ya kaya natie yo to think a new thought. Komono aya natie. To release that old thought. Releasing, yes. Releasing, komono aya natie, to give you the awareness that a new creation of the thought can be implanted within your mind that is aligned to your well-being, komono aya natie, and your harmonic resonance. All right. 3 deep breaths, 5 in, 8 out, at your own time, in your own pace. Drink water. Water helps move energy and electrical currents. So these codes are going to be given to your higher consciousness in your own spiritual medical team for them to administer when best for you. And that's it. Alrighty. Okay. Thank you all for listening wherever, whenever you are. As always, take care. Take care of yourself, y'all. Take good care of yourself. Love on yourself. I don't take this for granted. And I love to hear from you to see how this impacted you and the energies and frequency of the codes that I just gave you, how that operates in your life. Codes are typically distributed 3 days, 72 hours. And yeah, let me know. So take care. Peace.